Welcome to the Weather Gurus Watches and Warnings update for June 7th, 2021 here in the studio. And we're going to be looking at a couple of warnings and watches here that I just want to make you aware of here. We have a lot of flash flood warnings and watches in the Tennessee and Alabama area, particularly in the Huntsville and the Tennessee Valley south of there. As we put the radar into motion, we can see a lot of storms developing over in the training over the same area, some Decatur to Huntsville, south of Huntsville, and down through just east of I-65, heading down through in US 431 and 231, heading through Gunnersville, Aubusville, and down through Interstate 59 through from Gaston on up through that area too as well. So these storms are affecting the same area as the training. The flash flood warning is in effect for another hour and 35 minutes. Trained weather spotters reported thunderstorms, heavy rain across the region here, as you can see, and these areas are expected to produce flash flooding. Trained spotters are reporting that area that there could be flash flooding in the area, and so you want to take caution in these locations: Huntsville, Decatur, Madison, Scottsboro, the Arsenal there, Owens Crossroads down through Triana, University of Alabama, Huntsville, and those areas, Paint Rock and Mooresville. Flash flood is observed. The threat is considerable here in the Tennessee Valley here. So we have these storms continuing to march their way east northeast or east northeast at about 17 knots. Some of these embedded thunderstorms also include hail. So if you're along I-65 from Decatur to Falkville heading south down there through Arab area and all other areas, you want to be cautious of that. That hail is in some of these storms up to a half inch of hail, along with flooding rain of inches of 1 to 2 inches per hour. These storms are moving east southeast of 8 knots, 8 to 10 knots here through the cities of different various cities here through Gadsden. And so far, we've only had a lot of severe flash flood warnings issued for the Gaston, Calhoun counties, Etowah counties down here. These counties are under a flash flood warning. So if you live in the areas here, Holtz Bluff, Central Calhoun County, Northern Central Calhoun County, and Southeastern Etowah counties, please stay inside. Emergency management are reporting thunderstorms, heavy rain in Gaston and Gunco between 2 to 4 inches of rain. Rainfall rates are currently at 1 to 2 inches an hour there in that area there. Now, zooming out here, you can see that these storms are pushing into western Georgia here at a lesser clip, a lesser intensity. We also have some flash flood warnings to the to the east of Nashville. Here along Interstate 40 here out of Watertown, Liberty, Gordontown, Baxville, Cookeville, Tennessee. This here also is hour and 34 minute expiration time. So this flash flood warning remains in effect for northern DeKalb, southeastern Jackson, Putnam counties here. Once again, we have rainfall rates 1 to 2 inches an hour in that area, in that region. Flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, and highways here. And we zoom in here, you can see the heavy rain, the heavy decibels indicated by the yellow and bright oranges here coming through these towns. So if you're in Albertstown, Liberty, Smithville, Sparta, Tennessee, Cookeville, be on the lookout for dime-sized hail heading towards Cookeville, Tennessee, just off Interstate 40, about maybe 40 or 50 miles east of Nashville, Tennessee, downtown Nashville, Tennessee, there in Cookeville. They're reporting hail size up to a dime inch in diameter. Lebanon, Green Hill, Carthage. This rain is all moving east southeast, heading over toward, like I said, once again, Cookeville, Crossville, down towards Sparta. These areas are under a flash flood warning in effect now. So this is just about 40 to 50 miles east of the Nashville, Tennessee metro area that we're experiencing the flash flood warning. Also, we have some strong cells that are producing hail up to almost an inch along the Tennessee-Kentucky border, up 65 and up Interstate 65 toward Bowling Green, just south of Bowling Green, Kentucky there. So this is what we have here in the central part of the United States that's affecting everybody. We also have a tornado warning here. Just briefly touched on that. This is off in Colorado on that old boundary there. A tornado warning has been allowed to. This is showing signs of a rotation with a tornado vortex signature there. Velocities look pretty good, but there's no confirmed reports yet by spotters, but it does look like a pretty good hook echo there just south of Broken Bow, Colorado. So you want to take shelter there. That's been allowed to expire, but there's still hail coming down, and there's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for central Nebraska, southeast Custer County until 8:15 Central Daylight Time. Elsewhere, we just have garden variety showers showing up here in the Nebraska area. I'm sorry, Nebraska area, we have showers, garden variety. That tornado warning in Colorado, if we can pull it up here, we do have a tornado warning in Colorado. This is the one I want to show you. This expires in 18 minutes. This is for Wiley, Colorado, and Lamar, Colorado. So northeastern Bent County and also northeastern Prowess County in that area there. We have a tornado warning. Uh, there is it's capable of producing a tornado here with supercell. Um, Tornado and hail up to 2 inches in diameter here, and we can see here on the radar. Let's go. We're gonna switch over to this. Let's switch over to the velocity here, and see what we're looking at here. We're gonna look at the velocity here on this system here, and see what we got going on here. And there's the coupling right in there, is where this tornado is picking up here. There's could be a tornado in there. There's some debris ball signature there. You can see here if we zoom in and zoom out here. You can see the debris ball signature here on the velocity. This is the area of concern here to the west of Wiley and Lamar, Colorado. This is moving in the east-southeast fashion, and there's the coupling and the possible tornado on the ground there with rotation there. So if you're in Brent County, Kiowa counties, Brent or Power counties, you want to be on the lookout for this, the velocity showing here. We can also, let's look at the correlation coefficient here and see what we got going on here again, courtesy of Radar Scope, guys. Here we go. Yeah, you can see it right there, the coupling right in here of those strong pulling away and debris ball signature. Could be maybe a little small debris ball signature in there going to the west of Wiley. So there is something going on there. There is rotation here. As we go back to the digital reflectivity here, we can see that it's possible that this could have a hook echo with it too as well. We see smaller inflow notch here, maybe possible inflow notch in there, but we have to see if it is something confirmed on the ground. But in any case, there's a tornado warning in effect right now that expires in about 15 minutes here, Central Daylight Time, for northwestern Powers County and northwestern Bent County, until 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay. Radar indicated rotation. There could be tornado or damage on there. In any case, guys, there's another line here that's producing from Haswell, Colorado, a kind of bowing out here. You see this line here is kind of bowing out. So strong straight line winds are a possibility for those people in Haswell, Lamar, Colorado, Wiley, Colorado, as these storms are already warned up here. Severe thunderstorm warning. Now this is well to the east of Colorado Springs, about 100 to 150 miles east of Colorado Springs, east-southeast of Colorado Springs, in the Lamar and Wiley area. So that's the only tornado warnings that we have. Most of the other warnings are severe thunderstorm warnings for these complexes in New Mexico and Nebraska, western Nebraska, and western Kansas here. That are, some of them are producing hail and are rotating, but nothing on the tornadic scale like the one in Colorado that we saw. So I just want to give you a general overview of the watches and warnings that we have today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. Please be sure to subscribe to the Weather Gurus channel for the latest weather information that you need in the lower contiguous 48 United States and beyond. Thank you.